Hello.
No, we didn't do any captain
Hi.
surprises.
Hello and welcome.
I know, you were all very good.
We were
But
all
yeah,
very
Turning over
hi,
a new
welcome.
leaf.
Hi,
for later.
welcome to Going Critical. Specifically Hawk, Hellions of Carnocht. That might sound a little bit different and a little bit new for those of you who have tuned in and watched Hellions before. That is because we are doing a very soft reboot. Hellions started about 10 months ago and we played an awful lot, expecting it to just be a side game of our main Watchers game. That has changed. It has become a monster of its own, and this is the birth of Hellions as its own brand new world, and we can't wait to share it with you. It's going to be fantastic. We also have
Ooh.
some fantastic new faces with us.
Ah, new friends.
Hello.
Yeah, specifically Danny and Dodger, if you guys want to introduce yourselves. Although I'm pretty sure Dodger doesn't need to.
I mean, most people in here, I think, do. But
Dukes is known.
I could go first if you want.
Yeah.
Hi everybody, I'm Dodger. I'm at Dex Bonus on pretty much everything, and I love D&D, so I'm delighted to be here. I'm playing Yuli. Yay! Yeah.
Yeah. Danny, want to go for it?
Hi, I'm Danny. All the people from Going Critical probably know me from the Discord. I hang out sometimes when I can pay attention. I also am on the other Going Critical show, Sleepers, or is it Sleepless Nights? We call it Sleepers, but regardless. And I play Gigi over there. Here I'm going to be playing Yenna or Yen. She's a little turd, so I'm very excited to play her. I think she's gonna fit in great.
She's a cutie pie.
I love her.
You both
Her
can
only
cause so
redeeming
much
factor.
chaos.
They're gonna fit
where
in
can-
just great.
yeah.
God, yeah.
Where can we find you online, Danny?
Twitter is pretty much where I am now because social media is exhausting. So, bye Shalane on Twitter. That's pretty much it now.
You should definitely check out Dodger's channel, and you should check out Danny's Twitter. Fantastic things that the both of them do. But for now, we are here to play D&D.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
finally.
Specifically, we're here to play Chaos Children.
Yes.
For those of you who haven't tuned in before, school is a wonderful time in people's lives. It's knowledge, it's learning, it's growing up. But for this, for this particular group of idiots, it is just an exploration of how much hell they can raise in a year. The answer is a lot. It's murder, it's mystery, it's mayhem, and it is the unknown. Welcome to Hellions. The OG cast and crew, we have Nick to Horst,
Bye.
playing Tink. We have Ned at the Ned Barnett,
Hello.
playing Monty. And we have Emily at Emily Pearson, playing Xanth.
Hi.
As I sit here and hope to God that I got all of your ats right, because my memory is terrible.
You missed the art on mine, but I will forgive you.
Yeah, so we usually start off with a bit of an icebreaker. And especially as this is like our new introduction and our new reboot. Why don't you guys give me some fun facts about your character? Gonna put you on the
No.
spot. Let's start with Dukes.
Oh man, I was about to be like, not it.
You already volunteered before. I'm gonna pick you first now. Sorry, teacher pet.
Okay. Yuli has not spoken with her parents since she came to school.
Oh.
Oh,
That's my fact.
interesting.
My Yuli fact.
Danny?
Yenna is very specifically researching transportation. She wants to get somewhere. Very specific.
But where?
I
And can you not get there by horse and carriage is what I'm thinking. Like,
no.
do you mean transportation like building a car?
no?
Or transportation like stepping through a portal?
She's a wizard, so
Yeah,
Yeah.
figured. Emily?
Hey, I'm Xanth. The fun fact about him is that he has a corgi dog, a Blink corgi to be exact, that he named Cheese. I think officially now. And that's he's probably gonna be a plot point for when we start.
Emily has solely mentioned cheese because Emily does not want me to harm cheese in any way, so is hoping that the chat will stop me from doing any tomfoolery.
Yeah, Cheese deserves to live. He
Cheese-
didn't do anything wrong.
Cheese is beautiful. And
Best
we
boy.
love him.
He has a papoose.
He does, he
Ned?
does.
So my fun fact about Monty this week is that he's dead.
Oh.
That's a very
was pretty
fun
abrupt.
That's
fact.
not fun.
That sure is a fact.
Yeah,
It's not a
you're
fun
missing the
one.
first part of that.
I may have died in the final. Well, I may have failed all my death saving rolls when we played the last round of this. So, Monty might be dead. We will find out. I have
see
not
that we
been
are
told
going
to-
into this with a good attitude.
Yeah. No, I'm hoping that you all can save him because I don't want to roll a new character.
And last but not least,
Hi. I'm playing Tink. He is a high elf artificer, and I'm gonna lay a few fun facts down. Just because we've got
overachiever.
overachiever. Just because we've got some new people here today. He is the school's drug dealer. He does custom make all his own drugs. And he
Invented fantasy Adderall.
He invented fantasy Adderall. He did. He had a boyfriend before we got trapped in wherever we are now. And I'm very happy about that. Because I hope I'm just happy it happened before we were here. You know? Things are wild right now.
Things are very wild right now, and they will get wilder as we like actually step into this reboot.
Fuck yeah.
But before we start playing, I do want to go through a couple of warnings. This is, as Nick has so wonderfully reminded me, an adult stream. We do handle adult themes, and there are like mentions of violence and mentions of abuse, drug use, that sort of thing do come up. Not often. Mostly it's just the fact that I have a potty mouth that we just have to put a disclaimer on. But they do come up. The biggest trigger warning, I think, is for psychological horror, which happens quite a bit in this game. So that being said, while the cast have a safety thing laid out for all of them to use, I would like to say that anybody in the audience, if you feel the need to step away or take a moment to go for a breather, do it. Don't worry about having to watch the rest of the episode. Don't worry about like feeling pressured to continue watching. Step away if you need to. You guys come first.
Yay.
And that being said, let's play.
E.
Nice, nice, nice.
Yeah.
We open our scene in Babel. It's a darkened world, torn apart by forces unknown. It is nothing but the rising ruins of a city towering into the air, like islands dotted about among the clouds. There's a thick silence on the air as though no one has spoken in this land for hundreds of years. The color is leached away from every being. The trees lie grey. The buildings have lost any hue that their bricks once held. There's a stillness to this place that is unnatural. It crawls into the bones like death. Until a scream can be heard by one particular artificer who is being held upside down by a creature of terror. Massive wings flapping, talons curled around Ting's arms. He is held suspended above a city broken apart, while this unknown creature drags him towards the center of Babel. What are you doing?
Well, I believe my last action last session was to cast Sanctuary on myself.
It was indeed.
So he's not going to be able to do much else. Ooh, it's not a concentration. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Thought it was a concentration spell. This makes things a little easier. But I'm a million miles in the air, correct?
Oh yeah, you are so far in the air that it makes planes jealous.
Yeah. So, I think Tink will do his best to not scream anymore and draw more attention to himself. Pat his overalls and try and find Noodle, who is his ferret, who is on him somewhere.
Noodle is safely ensconced in a pocket.
Okay, good.
You do feel like his little furry body just wiggle a little bit as you're trying to pat him down.
Okay, cool. And I think he's just going to be taking in the surroundings, trying to see if he can see any of his friends, because he knows that there are people in here already.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That is a dirty 20.
The urgency that you look around with definitely sharpens all of your attention. Not only from the panic of being hoisted way above anything than anyone should ever be hoisted, but because Monty is here. Monty was dragged here first. There's just this ever-pressing need to rescue your friend if you can.
Are we
And
friends?
even with, I mean, that's up to you guys.
I
But
think
even
we're
with
friends.
even with a roll that good,
Yeah.
you can't see Monty. You can see the ruins laid round about you that rise as 20 platforms into the sky, each one a vaguely triangular shape with pillars rising from them. They're crumbling, they're in a state of decay. But it seems to be as though the bird, the reptile, whatever has you in its grasp is heading in that direction.
Okay, heading in the direction of these, like, broken up things?
Yes.
Okay. I think, he's just... I think he's just gonna hang in there. My boy is not doing great hit points wise. Yeah. That's it. He's not doing super hot, so I think he's just going to, because if he tries to jump down or something, he doesn't have Featherfall prepared, so he would simply perish. So yeah, he's just gonna keep eyes out and try and figure out what this place is, I think.
Okay. Well, since you've stopped wiggling, it's a lot easier now for the creature that has hold of you to gain altitude, and you find yourselves climbing upwards through the cloud cover,
I hate
heading
that.
towards those top tiers.
He may resume wiggling a little bit.
Xanth, you find yourself surrounded by darkness. Your elbows are hitting against the tunnel that you're trapped in. Your knees are scraped raw through your trousers. And there's barely any skin left on the sides of your hands as you pull yourself through this tunnel. It's so dark that you can't see in front of your face, regardless of the vision that you have.
I mean, I don't have any.
You guys haven't had any since you came into that basement long ago. It was a mistake.
If I try to cast dancing lights, is it still magical darkness or is it just dark darkness?
You feel the spark of the weave on your fingers as you cast dancing lights, but nothing happens. You can't see anything.
Okay, cool. So that's good to know. I suppose I'll cast detect magic and just keep crawling through the dark.
As you cast detect magic, it's almost as though your own magic reaches out and creates a very precise map around you of this tunnel.
Oh, really?
The entire thing is magical in nature.
Okay. Can I guide myself through with the
Yeah.
detect magic? Hell
You
yeah.
can.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. It goes in just one direction, but the longer you go, the longer it seems to get. The only thing that keeps you going is the fact that ever so slowly, it's like the light of your detect magic spell converges on one point in front of you, and the further through the tunnel you get, the brighter that light becomes.
Okay. That's great. Oh, I mean, I don't know where else I would go. I'm just gonna keep going towards the magical source at that point.
It takes you a while, but the tunnel opens out. I need you to make a dexterity save.
Oh, okay. First roll, let's go. Oh man. Did I already use my cloak today? Like my uniform?
You didn't.
Okay, I'm
Not
gonna use
during the
that.
fight. The last time you used the cloak was 24 hours ago.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna use that then. Okay, that is a 15.
A 15?
Mm-hmm.
As the tunnel opens, you manage to stop yourself from sliding off the edge of it into a tumble down a good 20 stories. It opens up on the side of a building, but it
So
is just a sheer drop.
I'm like in a window right now?
Essentially. Or at least that's what it seems like. You can't quite say how this makes any sense. Just you've gone through a tunnel and this is where you've ended up on the side of a building.
Okay.
And
Okay.
laid out before you is the colorless world.
Okay. That's great news. Yeah, I'm just gonna chill for a minute and try to look around and see if I can find a way up or a way down from where I am.
Okay, roll me a perception check. Or an investigation check, actually, because you're actively looking for something.
Okay. I'm better at investigation anyways. Oh, 11.
Oh.
Did you get
11?
the gist? Yeah.
I did. I think there was a little bit of lag on my line then.
It's okay.
With an 11, there's a few ledges that you can see extending out to your left and to your right.
Uh-huh.
They're very narrow. And considering how high up you are, it would be pretty precarious to walk across them.
So you as the DM are telling me not to kill myself.
Me as a DM is saying you could try, but you would definitely have to roll for it.
Okay. And that's it. It's either I go back the way I came or I try going up the little ledges. I don't see anything else around me.
With the roll that you made, you can see that, or you can see the windows that are about a story below you.
Okay. That's still not something I can reach.
You
Let
see
me
my
sorry,
boy
looking at my
flying through the sky.
I hope so. I think I missed out on that one.
Yeah, if you'd
Yeah.
have rolled an 18, I'd have let you see Tink.
I mean, I was gonna do Awakened Mind if anyone is within. Oh, it has to be a specific creature. Yeah, if Tink is perhaps within 30 feet of me, then I'll try to talk to him. But I don't. I'm not hoping for much.
Tink is a bit outside of 30 feet of you at this point.
Yeah.
What about
That
message?
being said,
What about 120 feet?
I don't.
I was just about to
got rid
say,
of
that being
message.
said, message. Do you want to send a message?
I don't have message anymore.
Oh, you
Okay.
changed the spell list. I forgot.
I don't need Awakened Mind and message. Okay, like.
Says
Well,
except
apparently.
for right now.
Yes. I mean, is Awakened Mind a spell? Technically, it's like an ability, right?
It is, yes.
Okay, so I can't use meta magic on it.
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. That's a 5.
Everything is perfectly fine. It's a very crisp day. It's a little bit overcast.
Okay.
Oh, good.
Okay. Well, that sounds great. I suppose I'm gonna go back into the tunnel and try to find another way out.
The tunnel, because you've just come through it, you know is a straight line.
Okay. And it
you
was a
go-
straight
if you
line
go
all the
back
way
that
through.
way,
Yeah.
It was, yes. If you go back that way, you would just be theoretically coming back out where you entered.
This
Back
is
in
gonna
that
sound really.
basement.
This is gonna be really stupid, and I'm gonna do this in front of a bunch of people. But I'm gonna take the candy out of my pocket and just throw it out in front of me a little bit.
You just want to throw candy in the air.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe there's an invisible bridge, Jess. It's your world. Like.
Oh, you're last crusading it.
Yeah.
Okay, give me an athletics to see how you throw this candy.
You're gonna make my fucking skinny boy. Okay, hold on. Oh, it's a
You can
natural
also-
20.
This is where we discover that my players know me a little bit too well, as the candy pinks off what appears to be thin air.
Hey.
Is it within stepping distance?
It's within candy throwing distance.
Is it within Xanth's jumping distance?
It would be within jumping distance where it
All
hit,
right.
where it hit.
I will do that then. Do I have to roll?
Yes, you do. Roll me in athletics.
This is the point where I'd love to say that Seal has given Xanth inspiration.
Okay.
Aw.
If
What's
you
my
choose
oh,
to
it's
use it.
-1. Hold on. What's the inspiration die?
I think it's a D8.
It's a D8.
A D8?
To explain this mechanic for everybody at home, while you're watching our streams, you can choose to redeem the channel points against a roll or a natural 20 for the players. If you want to give them inspiration, it gives them a D8 of inspiration. Or there is the automatic natural 20, I believe. And is there another one?
I think it's just those now.
Just those two right now. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm asking Nick because Nick codes everything.
Right.
I am the stream master.
So, with inspiration, it's 18.
18?
Mm.
You hunker down, ready to jump, and you spring off, and solid ground meets your feet as you land. You don't even sway on the landing. The only thing that you do feel is a slight flip of your stomach as your eyes are telling you you should be falling right now.
Making me look way cooler than I actually am. I'm gonna Is Detect Magic still up, or like can I recast it if it's not?
You can recast it if you want to. I would say that the journey through the tunnel would have deactivated it, otherwise you'd have seen the bridge that you're on.
Okay. Yeah, I'll recast it, see if the bridge is visible.
It is.
Hell yeah. Okay. I'm gonna travel across my bridge. Just kind of like use an awakened mind every now and then, just being like, Tink! Tink!
The absolute wonder of this bridge is that it's not just a straight line. It gives you options. It is a branching network of roads that would be invisible to the naked eye. Roll me a perception. Actually, roll me a survival check.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
As you look out across the branches of the road in front of you, you notice that there are several portions where the light of your detect magic spell dims.
Okay. Is there... Oh, God.
I was going to say, but several of the roads, if we use that term for ease, lead towards ruined buildings or the platforms that you can see floating in the air.
Is it like... is it like Mario? Like the platforms are like elevators? Or are they just hanging out in the air?
Roll me perception.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, some are stationary, with just rubble floating around them, spinning gently, while the platform stays where it is. But there are a few that you can see, some closer than others, that lower down and then slowly rise up, as if driven by some unnatural force.
You know, I'm gonna keep going in probably the most curious and dangerous position to get through this maze. With the most magic, of course, and see where that gets me.
Sorry, I lost the end of that. Can you repeat that for me?
Oh, I'm just gonna
think
follow the path that has the most magic and the most elevators and random shit going on.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Okay.
You head on down that way. And while you're making that journey, and while Tink is screaming in the air, and while Monty feels nothing but the clawing cold in the dark,
Yikes.
I want to turn instead to Yuli.
Oh God.
Yuli, who is just going to and from class. It's the middle of the day because nobody at this school does anything at any kind of time that would be convenient for anybody else. But you see this dog bounding towards you. It is tiny, it has the smallest legs and the fluffiest butt.
Okay.
She would kind of stop and look behind her like, me? Like, where's this dog running to?
You see that this dog is just running zigzags
Okay.
and then kind of skids to a stop in front of you. Seems to pop in place, just like it bounces a couple of times, and then runs around you. Yipping.
Is this somebody's dog? She'll like point down and start yelling around like, anybody lose a dog? I'm also
Nobody
very
answers
small.
you.
How big is this dog in comparison to me?
Oh my god, yes.
In comparison to you, it would probably be about the size of a Labrador to a human.
Okay. Okay.
Which means it is definitely not the size of a Labrador.
Yeah.
Sandy gold color, its ears stick straight up in the air. It's got a little jacket, little vest.
How cute.
He's so cute. He's a real cute little dog.
Can I tell if this dog seems friendly?
Oh yeah.
Okay, she'll reach
I
out.
won't
to,
even
like...
I won't even make you roll for it because he is
Great.
literally just popping in joy.
Okay. She'll like tentatively reach out and pet it.
Just gets a bit of a
Do you where oh god. Where is your I have to go to class, so stay, because when people are lost, and dogs, I guess, when animals and people and whatever are lost, they should stay put so that someone can find them. Okay, so you stay there, and I'm going to class. Okay. She'll like try to back away from the dog.
You back away and the dog just wiggles forward a step. It's not quite a movement, and it's very much as though he just pushes himself across the ground.
Okay, so the way that this dog moves is weird.
No, it's like, you know when a dog wants to play.
Oh,
And their
okay.
butt is in the air and their little front paws are down.
The way
It's
you
doing that,
described
but
it, I
he's
was
just
like,
kind of
is
wiggling
it
forward.
is it like,
like sliding
floating
across
towards
the
me?
floor.
Like, what is up with this dog? Okay. Yeah.
Look, I own a cat. I don't know. How do dogs act?
You don't own
yeah.
a cat. You take care of a cat.
No one owns
I am
a
cat servant.
I think to anybody that's watching Yuli or like seeing this go down, it's just this ridiculous like back and forth of a halfling walking away a couple steps and then going, no, stay, 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 and then trying to walk away a couple more steps and going, no, stay. She will attempt that quite a few times before giving up and being like, fine, if you don't want to be found, because they're not going to let you in the building, you know, because you're not taking classes and I am. So bye, dog. Try to just walk away from it.
You make it into the halls of the wizarding portion of the Lyceum. And you think that you've left the dog behind until you hear like soft little gasps and ahs and coos, and there's a little noise. And there's a dog in front of you.
What? She'll look behind her.
Yenna, you can see this. A dog just appeared magically out of thin air.
I just immediately stand up from like the desk that I was in. Because this is in the classroom, right? She's made it into the classroom at this point, right?
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, you just see Tiny Tiefling just immediately like pop up, get on the chair to get a better view, and just be like, "You have a dog?
No. That dog.
You
That
never
dog was
had a dog?
outside. No, I don't have. No, I don't have a dog. I don't have. It was following me, and now it's. But how did it get in
The
here?
dog at this point is just bouncing.
Oh
And every time it bounces, like with its little jump, it can't quite jump properly. Its legs are too small. But every time it does a little bounce, it's just going.
Okay, all right. Well, she's going to conjure a bone out of her hand and go get it, and throw it out the door.
It disappears.
She'll close the door.
It takes 2 seconds for it to pop back with a bone in its mouth.
Yenna shrieks with
Clutches her
delight.
chest.
Like, she just squeals and comes running over, and it's like, how did you do that? Oh my god, you're the best little dog!
Okay.
just
You
grins.
like the dog. So it's your dog now. Enjoy, have fun. She'll
Wait.
go sit at her desk.
Yenna's just like, wait, I've never had a pet before.
It's your dog. Enjoy.
Well, could be worse. I assume the dog is like basically the same height as Yenna. like maybe like comes up to like her shoulder at the
It's
top
like
of the head.
Great Dane size compared to
Yeah.
Yenna.
Yeah, it's so fucking small. So yeah, she's just gonna be like, okay, well, I guess I have a dog now. That's fine. That was a cool trick. We're gonna figure that out later. And she's like, can she like scratch around and like look for a collar or like literally anything?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
The dog is like just wearing a little vest because Xanthi, you never gave it a collar.
No. Barely gave it a name.
Okay. It is Emily. Just like a message. She's just gonna be like, okay, well that's adorable. It's gonna kind of like move back towards her chair, which is relatively close to Yuli, I think, because they're bros.
Yeah,
And
we'll
it's
probably
just
sit
gonna be
next to
like,
each other.
yeah, and just be like, come on, come here. And she's gonna like try to like coax it over and have him like sit under the desk.
Roll me animal handling.
Sure. If I can find my d20, that'd be good. Ooh, not good. That is that's a 5.
5.
Yeah.
He just sits there and you hear a little
Play later. Pulls out like a rice cracker from her pocket and is just like, come on, come on.
roll me animal handling.
Even
With
worse.
advantage, you have food.
Yeah.
Okay. Do it. Does it? Can I have it?
Go on with advantage because you have food. It is a dog.
Oh, thank God, because I rolled a 3. now it's a dirty 20.
Incredible.
You see that he kind of hunkers down a little bit and he sneaks forward and then immediately just snatches it out of your hand and just gobbles it down.
And she's like,
Just
okay,
a quick
good boy, good boy, good boy. And she scratches her hand ears. It's like, thanks for the dog. To Yuli.
While you're touching the dog,
Okay.
you feel a sudden strange sensation come over you. And you are suddenly standing in front of a door that says basement access.
She's just going to be like, remembering that underground so bad. And is just going to like be like, why am I here? Oh my God, why am I here? He's just gonna look at the dog and it's like, this is your fault.
You hear a sort of whining start coming from its throat. I promised I was not going to act out this part, but we're doing it. You hear like a little coming from the dog as his little wet nose is trying to go under the door. And he starts scratching at it.
Oh, this is so not good. No. We have to go in there? Can I get like an adult? She's just sort
turns
of like
the biggest puppy eyes on you.
I look around.
Roll me a charisma save.
She's like, no. The last time I was underground, it was bad. Fuck. Charisma save, you said?
You don't actually have to roll one. I was making a joke about puppy.
Okay, because yeah, it's literally a 5, so she fails anyways. Oh Lord. It's like, shit, fuck. Okay. She's gonna look at the door and she's gonna try the handle just to see if it's open.
The door creaks open with like that rusty kind of noise into complete darkness. You should be able to see at least a little bit in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
Like you're in what ostensibly is the hospital wing. You recognize it. You've been here several times in your history.
Mm-hmm.
And the light should light up the landing. It doesn't.
Oh, fuck. She's just like cursing and she's just like trembling as she stands there. And she's like, I don't want a dog. And she's gonna stick her hand through. Like, she. Can I do like an Arcana check or something like that to understand that this is probably a portal?
Yeah, you can roll Arcana.
Just because it's a film story. Fuck me. Natural one. I spent all of her
Natural
time
one.
studying portals. Natural one on. Is this a portal? I don't fucking know. I'm only a third year. Oh Lord.
It goes through your head that, like,
Bless the small
it's in a
tiefling from
doorway.
chat.
I don't know if a 9 will do it though. What is her Arcana? It's a +6. Okay, so she has a 7. If I roll okay on a D8, maybe this is something.
Go ahead, add your inspiration.
Oh Jesus.
Thank the chat for it.
Yeah, that's my partner. Thank you. He loves me. It's a 10 now.
Did you say it's a 10? Did
Yeah,
you roll
we hit
another
double
one?
digits. No, I got a 3, so the 7 turned into a 10.
With a 10 at least, you can recognize that this isn't a portal.
Okay.
It is magical darkness.
You guys have to spell magic.
I will check, but I do not think so. I think she's.
I
actually-
do.
So,
But I'm
Okay.
not there.
No,
Yeah,
I will
was like,
say-
why did you take just me?
Yenna,
She was right there.
Yenna, while
Yeah.
you're dealing with the door and the magical darkness beyond it, Yuli, you've just seen someone disappear. A dog just disappeared someone.
Yeah. The second that happens, I think probably this is sort of like a just perfect moment comedy thing where Yuli has had a book covering her face so that she's like not part of it, you know, and puts the book down at a certain point and realizes like where are they? Where did they go? Yuli will stand up and look around. Dog? Yenna? Are there other people in class?
There are a few people, 2 of which have already like gone to where Yenna was sitting and are kind of inspecting it with like puzzled noises, like what just happened? I have
What
no
what
idea.
happened?
Well, she just vanished, one of them says to you. Like, I can't give you any more information than that. You saw as much as we did.
It's the dog. It's that stupid dog. Okay, if you see a dog, anywhere, tell me, I guess. Dog, and she'll like start walking around, just like yelling for the dog.
Roll me perception.
Okay. 14.
Wonderful. You hear footsteps before you hear. You do realize that animals aren't allowed on campus.
Yuli will whip around.
You recognize the face of one Balthazar Klein, the tutor of the artificers, who are 2 floors directly above you, usually.
Right. Well, I didn't bring a dog on here. There was a dog just like appeared inside of our classroom, okay? And now Yen is also missing because she touched the dog, and I think the dog like took her somewhere.
I realize that taking magical concoctions is something of a fad on campus.
You're no
Don't
help.
act
She'll just
like that.
walk by him.
dude, fucking subtweeting me to other students.
my tutor and be on my ass when I'm not there.
Don't make the DM laugh. I'm in charge of the story.
One wrong move could delete all the characters.
You start to walk away, and Balthazar takes another step as if to catch up and is like, a teleporting dog, you're certain?
Yeah. It's not like all dogs do that. Oh, well, Yenna thought that all dogs you know that all dogs don't do that, right?
I know that most dogs don't do that.
Okay, so do you know
I'm
what
not
this
familiar
do
with many
you-
breeds that could.
Okay, do you know this dog? Are you
Not
catching up to me for a
personally.
reason?
I would say yes, but honestly no, just personal curiosity.
Oh god. How can you be so cool sometimes and so aggravating other times?
Call it a natural gift.
Welcome.
There's
Welcome
a
to the
dog.
Balthazar experience.
Yeah.
There's a dog that was blinking after me, and I went into the classroom, and it was definitely behind me, and then suddenly it was in the room, and I made a bone, and I threw it out the door, and I closed the door after the dog, and then the dog was suddenly back in the room, and now Yenna's gone, and Yenna was playing with the dog. Okay, so I'm just trying to put 5 and 6 together. I don't know.
Well, magical creatures, while rare, are not uncommon. They're not impossible. It sounds as though you're describing some sort of teleportation dog.
Okay, so is there a way to track when something vanishes, where it's gone, or?
You hear the faintest "Boop," and there is a dog in front of you.
It's the dog. 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 And she'll like grab the dog's face and be like, "Do you have Yenna? Where did you take Yenna?"
It just kind of looks at you and it gives you a little doggy smile
No,
with
no,
its
no, no,
heavy
no, no, no,
breath
no,
and
no.
sticks
You
its tongue out.
stupid dog. Where
And its
is
head
Yenna?
just tilts. Its head tilts to one side very cutely, and one ear goes flop.
This is the dog. She'll look at Balthazar. The dog.
I'm rather gathering that much. And before he even finishes his sentence, because you are still touching the dog,
Yeah. Just
you
like grabbing its face.
you suddenly find yourself in front of a door that reads basement access, that is open and has Yenna behind it.
Ah! Oh no 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 no! Why are we here? What is this?
Not a portal. Magical darkness.
Why are you going in there?
Um,
We should not be going in there.
the
The dog goes into the magical darkness.
That's why.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Can't you? Where are the cracker thingies? Just get it to come back, and then it'll take us back, right?
We're on campus. We're fine. We don't have to go in. But I mean, I don't know. It feels like we're supposed to, because the dog is going in. Unless
Yenna.
I think it's a
It's a
trap.
dog. Yenna, it's a dog. It's a dog that pops
It's a really
places.
cute
It
dog.
doesn't mean anything.
I know. That's so cool.
Oh, Yenna, please, 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 please. Can we not go in there?
I don't want to go in, but I also really want the dog.
Okay, fine. Okay.
Look,
Okay.
Look. If there's bullshit, I'll just, do some weird shit. I'll do some gravity shit. We'll run away. Yeah?
Okay. And she'll
You get on the disc, I'll run away. You'll come with me. It'll be fine.
Okay, sure. Yeah, that's easy. That's fine. And she'll start to walk and then realize that this is dark.
Yeah. So Yenna will actually grab Yuli's hand and be like, so we don't get separated. It'll be fine. And if anything happens, haste is a thing.
Right. She'll cast light.
Nothing happens. You feel the weave, The magic is there. Something should happen, but the darkness swallows it.
Okay, hold on. She'll cast Dispel Magic.
With Dispel Magic, it fades not in the way that a usual spell would, going quietly. It's almost as though the very air around you shatters. And it crackles with a sort of energy before the darkness seems to just fall to the ground and dissipate.
Yuli
And
like
you see a basement.
Yuli grabs onto Yenna's hand again, like squeezing it. It's like, Yenna, it's just a dog. We don't need to follow the dog, right? We can just go back, right?
I mean, we can, but then like, what about? I don't know. Okay, you don't have to come. It's just that dog can teleport.
Don't do that. Oh, don't come on.
I'm not gonna make you come into murder
No,
basement.
fine. No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. We'll go. Come on. Fine.
Okay.
Let's just find the dog and then leave.
Yeah, I mean, if we can catch the dog, because the dog can do weird shit, and like it's really scientifically super important.
Roll me perception.
Both of us?
Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
18.
12.
Yenna, you see the dog sitting at the bottom of the stairs. And it's making a whimpering noise in its throat again. Once more, that little whimper, but it definitely sounds more afraid this time. Yuli, you see the monster beyond the dog.
Stops
it is a
dead in her
rising,
tracks.
hulking figure of white. You recognize this. You've been afraid of this before.
Yenna.
It bears stark resemblance to the creatures that had attacked over and over again throughout the school year.
Yuli would keep Yenna from walking forward.
Yenna is like digging through her pocket for another like
Yenna.
rice cracker. What?
Yenna.
What?
Yenna.
What?
Yenna. She'll point.
With guidance from Yuli, can Yenna now see it?
Yep.
Oh God.
I need you both to make a dexterity save.
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Hmm.
13.
Dex save, you said?
Yep.
Well, that's a +0. 7.
Okay. You feel something shove into your back, and it is hard and it is sharp, and you both go rocketing down the stairs.
Towards the thing?
Yep, towards the thing, towards the dog.
Fuck, okay.
And as you land, your hands touch the back of the dog's fur, and you feel the air around you displace. Tink.
What?
You
What do
feel
you
as
want?
though you've been flying for hours. Just an endless up and down and sway of being within this creature's grasp. Before there's a shuddering in the air around you. And it's as though the winged creature holding you just drops. And you fall from its grasp.
Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! Oh fuck! He can't do much to stop this. He falls. He falls. I don't know what you want me to say. He's screaming.
That's all I needed. I just needed to know that he was screaming. It's great.
Thanks. Yeah. No, he's screaming as he falls
Xanth,
through the clouds.
Roll me perception.
Me?
Yep.
Okay.
See if you
Okay.
can hear
Okay.
Tink screaming.
Okay. Cool.
This world is silent.
Oh, that's good to hear. Let me check my stuff really quick. I think I just took lucky. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna reroll with lucky. Oh, that's worse. So that's a 10.
That's all you needed. You only needed a 10.
Okay.
You hear this screaming yell from a direction towards your left, and you see the smallest speck falling through the air towards one of the platforms.
How far away is it?
I would say it's about 50 feet.
Oh shit, okay.
50 feet
Spells that
forwards,
can
but
help
about
me.
200 feet up.
Okay. I'm looking at the spells, hold on. Let's see. I don't have a lot, I'm sorry. I mean, if the bridge does the bridge look like it has like paths that will let me get closer to this falling green blob?
Yep.
Okay.
There is a path leading towards at least one platform that would
Okay.
take you towards it, or at least
Yeah,
get you closer.
I have a
I'll
question.
start running over.
I have a question. I have an idea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What has happened to the monster that was carrying me?
Well, you're kind of screaming at the moment, so roll me perception.
Oh, good. Thank God. Okay. 21.
A 21?
Yes.
With a 21, you see that it's still in the air, but it has started to fly in a different direction. Almost as though it has just yeeted you off and gone to fly somewhere else.
Okay. How far away is it?
At this point, you're probably looking at it being, let me just double check its flight speed. You're looking at it being about 60 feet away.
That's the
Right now.
perfect amount that I needed you to say. He's going to cast command.
Okay.
Oh, okay. It's a wisdom 13 save.
Okay,
Gonna
and
do
does it
something
work on
similar.
creatures?
You speak a one-word command to a creature you can see within range.
Okay.
If it doesn't understand your language, it doesn't work. But he has to try something.
Okay.
I actually have
So
something
it's a
similar.
13,
so we'll
13
see.
wisdom?
13 save, yeah.
It just keeps on flying.
Okay. So close spell. How far is the bird away from me?
Away from you, it's about 260 feet.
Wait. Oh shit. No.
Yeah, it's high up in the air.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll just run over to you because I can't. I don't think even with distance spell I can get it.
Just break my fall. Hit me with like a rock. Slow me down.
Danny, roll me perception
Okay.
or survival, your choice.
Let's see. 18.
18?
Mm-hmm.
While the bridge that you are currently on leads to one of the larger platforms, beyond it are two platforms that are drifting upwards and downwards in the air at regular intervals.
Okay.
That would get you closer to Tink's height.
Okay. Yeah, I'll try to get on the is there are two going in the opposite direction or they're just like going up and down?
They're going up and down, but they're both going at slightly different speeds. So they're kind of offset. When one goes up, the other's going down.
Yeah, I'll hop on one.
Okay. You feel it lift up through the air. The closest platform to get to would be about a 7-foot jump away.
Okay,
Tink is
that's
still about 80 feet away from you.
okay.
But he's falling fast.
Yeah, I don't
rapidly
know. I
approaching
don't know what I
range.
can do about that.
He's rapidly approaching range.
I'm not sure what I can really do about that. Sorry, Tink.
No, that's fine. I don't know what I can do about it either. It's okay. It's totally fine.
Let me check. Oh, weird question.
Uh-huh.
Can I cast Unseen Servant to appear midair, or is that not a thing I can do?
I mean, technically you can, yes.
Could I just have my mindless invisible boy just break Tink's fall?
Please.
It's all I got. Like,
Okay, so describe it to me. You want to just stop me if I've got this wrong. You want to cast Unseen Servant in the air under Tink. So
yeah,
that Tink will
hopefully
hit
in a
the
way
Unseen
that won't.
Servant.
Hopefully that's like. I don't know if this is possible. I would like to do it in a way without breaking his back, but essentially just as close to where he's falling so that it doesn't get all the force damage all at once. And then, maybe break his fall, make him fall a little bit slower.
Does Unseen Servant have hit points?
Yes, it does. It has an
How
AC
many?
too.
Okay. And 1 hit point.
1 hit point.
Okay. You cast Unseen Servant beneath Tink, almost directly beneath Tink. And Tink hits Unseen Servant. Tink, you feel something almost insubstantial hit you, as though paper had just smacked you in the face. And you're still falling.
Well,
Because the moment that Unseen Servant takes damage, it disappears.
Oh no.
yeah. I was just hoping for it
However,
to break his fall a little
Yuli-
bit.
Yuli and Yenna,
Yeah.
you felt the air displace. You felt that strange pop. And suddenly the world around you is leached of all color. It is black and white and varying shades of grey. And you can just hear the sound of someone about 30 feet up yelling for their life.
Yuli will look up.
Help me.
Yeah. Yen, if she sees Tink, she's just gonna panic and just be like, "Oh my god!" and cast levitate.
Dude, I'm so fucking
Levitate?
happy to have, like,
Thank God.
competent arcane
Competent
casters.
fucking pastors. Hey, first of all.
Look, you're an
Sense the person
intelligence
falling
caster,
through the
okay?
air.
I'm never not preparing Featherfall again, okay? I get it. You taught me my lesson. It's always prepared from now on, okay?
With levitate, Tink, your fall comes to a slowing stop. Until you're about a foot from one of the platforms. And it's moving slowly up towards you until you feel the tiniest poof as it kind of catches you and starts raising you up.
Just gonna, like, I just assumed that I did that. Like, in my head, that was like, oh man, I totally helped.
I mean, Xanth, from the
Yes.
angle that you are currently at, you can't see Yuli and Yenna. That definitely could have been you.
I think
That's so cool.
as soon as Tink's feet are on the ground, he collapses on the ground and cries. Like, he was so sure he was about to die.
Oh, honey.
Right, do I see that it's him now? Or do I just see is he still too far away?
He's within range that you can probably make out the familiar overalls. You can definitely hear the small squeaking noise that Noodle's making in his pocket.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Poor
run over
Noodle.
to him.
Yuli, despite calling the dog stupid, is now panicking and hugging the dog.
Yeah, just
Like, where the
looking
fuck
up,
am I?
hands shaking and being like, "Ted!"
He is gonna turn because he does not know who that voice belongs to. It's been a very long time since he would have spoken to Yenna.
In a minute.
Been a minute. And I think, can I see him from where we are? Or
Can you
can I
see
see
Xanth,
can I
or-
see Yenna from where I am?
Oh,
If she
you
calls.
can see Yenna from where you are. You are technically still slightly above Yenna right now.
Okay. He's just gonna look at her. And like as soon as he kind of sees her, it obviously like takes a beat. And he's like, "What the fuck are you doing here?"
Here.
Xanth, it's about this point that the platform that you are on comes level with the platform that Yuli and Yenna are on.
And Tink, or
Tink is still slightly above them,
okay.
but rapidly descending.
He just like stares at them and like backs up a couple feet.
Yenna waves awkwardly.
Yuli's clinging to the dog. And, like,
The dog looks
desperately-
incredibly pleased with himself at this point.
The dog should be incredibly
What?
pleased.
I told you to leave. Why did you come back?
Oh. Is this your dog?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Well,
Is the teacher here too, or did he just bring back 2 random girls?
Yenna's just like makes a
Nope,
face.
just us. It's just us.
Okay.
It's just us and a dog. It's just us, you guys and us and a dog and whatever these things are. She like gesture to whatever she can see around.
Yeah, floating platforms,
Yeah.
random buildings. It's like,
Okay.
where are we?
I don't know.
That's a really good question. Can we all relatively be in one place? Can we all get on a same platform and
Same.
Yeah, you're all roughly in the same place. That's why the thing was descending and ascending, and you're all on the same platform.
Okay.
Okay.
You're all surrounded by crumbling columns and stuff.
Santa's gonna like clean on to Tink, give him a good old hug.
Yeah, I think Tink is gonna like hug him back. He's just like shaking. Like I don't
Yenna
think he...
is
Do you see that? I
perceiving-
saved you. I saved you.
What the fuck? No, you didn't. Excuse me?
What?
I saved him.
I don't...
What?
Who are you?
There are other students, Xanth. And he's gonna point to Xanth and be like, Xanth.
I know who he is.
Okay. I don't know. Okay. How did you guys get in here? This is question 1.
Dog. It was the dog.
Dog.
The dog.
Like the dog.
Yeah, the dog followed us to class, and then Yenna disappeared with the dog, and then I went looking for the dog, and then the dog. Balthazar knows that we vanished. Balthazar knows.
Balthazar? Oh. He'll save us. This is great. We're
No,
fine.
he won't. We literally
Yeah.
have to
Well,
save him.
No, I
Like,
wouldn't count on it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, God.
I think we've saved him on a lot more often at this point.
You know, it's really now's not the time. Okay. So the dog can bring other people with Blink, I guess. He looks at Cheese like, you could have told us this, as if, you know, he's talking to a dog that could talk back to him. Like,
Wait, you knew
Only
that
one
the
of us
dog
could talk to
can
animals.
teleport?
We didn't know he could teleport other people.
no,
Just-
yeah, we knew. I mean, he just like boop 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 all around all the time. Like he goes.
Yeah.
Fascinating. Oh my
I
God.
think
thought he was
as
a
long
free
as you're
spirit.
touching it. Wait, but
Oh.
but it took both of us. Yenna, it took us at the same time when we were falling.
Oh.
So
So
it could take
can-
all of us, maybe.
Right? Or at least, over trips.
Okay, so
Right?
here's the problem.
What?
Xanth, have you seen Monty or Santana?
No, there's the first person I've seen.
We're not the only people in here.
Yeah, two of our
Oh.
friends came here too.
And you don't know where they are?
No idea. I also think I don't think my boy has healed himself yet today. While we are talking, I think he is going to use his he basically like takes out a lighter and starts like applying it to his shoulders and stuff, which looks really weird, but it is healing him. It's his cure wounds.
What are you doing?
It's not
It's
real fire.
normal.
It's fine.
Oh.
Just don't worry about it. Oh, I rolled so badly, but at least I get a lot of heal.
While you are all on this platform,
Mhm.
and while you are all talking, I would like you to roll perception for me. I had asked for a perception check while everybody was talking.
Yes.
2 people rolled above a 15. I believe it was Yenna and Tink.
Yes.
And the stillness in the air that had once been complete and utter silence has turned into a low vibrating hum on the air, just a very soft noise that's it almost feels as though it's drifting from above you. Also, the dog is gone.
Oh
God.
God. Wait. But I've been snuggling that dog. Am I gone?
I would love to say yes, but no, you are not gone. It didn't teleport, he just left.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
He left my sweet arms.
He just did like a little backwards wiggly and popped his head out from under your arm and just he's gone.
Yuli too emotionally exhausted to hold on anymore.
At hearing the spooky sound, Yen's going to sort of like grab Yuli's arm and be like, "Oh fuck."
Yuli will hold on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tink's gonna look around at the spooky sound.
Sam kind of like awkwardly touches like Pink's arms. Like, am I supposed to do this?
I think at this point Tink has just like grabbed Xanth's like wrist or hand. Like he's like not paying attention to like Xanth being awkward. He's just like, no, we are staying together now. We are staying together. That's it.
The hum that you can all hear increases in volume. And as you look around, you look up. And a platform unlike the others, made of black glass that reflects everything around it, has started to lower.
Like that.
Weird.
And it sinks towards the ground.
Okay.
Oh.
Ready.
As it draws level with the platform that you are all on, you can make out that this isn't like the other platforms. There's no decay here, there's no crumbling rock, there's no softened edges lost to time. It is pristine, as though it was built yesterday. And it is a monolithic building of crossing arches, all carved from solid black glass.
Can I detect magic on it again?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I guess if it's magical, which I'm assuming, oh, I forgot the spells. I don't have the good one. I was thinking identify. Never mind.
Yeah, no. if you cast Detect Magic, the entire thing is just going to light up.
Okay, yeah.
I have Identify prepared in a straight because we were going to be doing a supply run in a strange turn of events. Can I identify it?
Shit.
By identify it, what do you mean? Because the thing that you notice the moment that you try to cast Identify is that there are so many spells on this thing that it just looks like spaghetti soup.
Okay. Does any... I mean, okay, hear me out. This place is really shitty, and this looks like not this place, and I know it's in this place, but like... this feels good to me. He kind of like looks at everyone else like, yeah, like this feels like a bet, at least, you know? It's magical as shit. Like, this thing is like way too magical. But
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, like, is that good that it's here?
I don't know. If I look around, is it like, where is Monty?
Roll me perception.
I think I'd like to try and message too.
Okay.
I rolled a shit perception, so.
Well, I was gonna
7.
say I'd like to assist and also look. So it's either if you want me to roll myself or just assisting.
I could reroll.
If that's okay. It's okay with it, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I have a +5, so I'm hoping 17. 17 YN.
17.
Yeah.
With a 17, you still can't see Monty. Not even from your new vantage point. Not even if you crane your head and your neck and start looking around. But what you do see is that there is a strange light behind the windows of this building. And that the door on the side that you are facing slowly opens with the sound of stone on stone.
I think Tink takes out his dagger. And very cautiously walks towards the door, not through the door, towards the door. Never not gonna look in the door.
No.
He doesn't have that kind of willpower.
We know how he likes doors.
He loves
Yep.
doors.
Too curious for that. And looking through the doorway, you see arched vaulted ceilings inlaid with gold. And across the floor are spiraling patterns. And through another archway on the inside, there appears to be a figure dressed all in black. And behind him is Monty.
Okay.
I think the only one that sees this?
I think I'm the only one.
If you're looking in the door, you can see it.
Okay. Yeah,
So-
I mean, if I'm allowed to be looking in the door, I'm assuming. Where is he?
Pardon? How far away?
Yeah.
It's a fair distance. I would say, if you want me to put a number on it, it's probably about 30 feet, because it's through, like, an antechamber and...
Oh, really? The same
archway.
distance as my awakened spell,
Yes.
mind spell. Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I'm gonna talk to Monty in his mind. Let me check the details on it really quick.
Should have said 31 foot.
Yeah. Yeah, so I sent a message into Multi's. Hey, are you good in there, buddy?
You don't receive an answer from Monty.
Oh, okay.
Instead, a strange voice seems to echo around you, not within your head, but almost as though it comes from the very air itself. He's gone. Your messages mean nothing.
Do we hear that too?
You do.
What the fuck do you mean he's gone? Give him back.
The figure in the center of the room that stands in front of Monty turns, and you see
What do we see?
and they take a step towards you.
Oh, you cut out for a
Oh.
sec.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no! Oh no!
All we heard is figure in the
Here's
room,
me
and then
doing.
we see-
I'm never gonna be able to describe to you what you see now.
Oh
God.
no!
The joys of Discord.
Yeah. What do we see? That's where you cut out.
You see the figure in front of Monty.
Yeah.
That figure dressed in black, draped over their shoulders, turns. And on their face they wear a mask, made of white porcelain, crafted into the shape of a cat's skull, and inlaid with the same gold patterns that line the walls and the floor. And a hand reaches out, beckons you closer. And once again, the air shivers around you with a voice. This place was not meant for living creatures.
Listen, I'm gonna need you to be a whole lot less, like, we're gonna need to be, like, very straightforward here. Because that is about the, like, most untrustworthy shit that I have heard. You know? I'm not coming in there. Give him back.
Your friend is dead and your world is gone.
What?
Mean.
What does that mean?
The figure turns fully and there's a screeching like nails on glass as it walks towards you, one slow step at a time. There is a place beyond this where dead things go.
Okay, well,
Take
we
that
don't
sanctuary on himself
want to
again.
go. We're not really interested.
This thing's coming towards him. He's like, you can't hurt me.
I love that all of my drama is just lost on you guys. It really.
What do you expect of us?
It's not lost.
Bunch of shitty teenagers.
Yeah.
It's very scared, at least.
Yeah, I'm terrified. What do you mean?
I will allow Xanth and Yuli to roll perception.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Why us?
I don't know.
16.
A 5. I'm fucking losing my mind. I perceive nothing.
Xanth, every time this creature takes a step, you can see that it walks on legs that seem too long for the rest of it.
Mm-hmm.
But every time it steps, there is a small blink corgi in between each step, and that's one of the reasons that it's walking so janky.
Okay, so great. Do blink corgis understand common? Just out of curiosity.
They do. We established this last time.
Oh, we did? Okay, great.
Yep.
I'm gonna use Awaken Mind and talk to my dog. Can you get Monty and then blink him home and we'll figure this out.
Treat, bone, food, bone.
Yeah,
Oh,
you can
hi.
get lots of bones, lots of food if you blink edgy redhead out, please.
I love you.
I love you too. Please get. Do you think this is Balthazar, by the way? We'll talk about it later. Just.
I love you, one treat.
Okay.
And you see he just rolls over and waves his little paws in the air.
Can I stealthily take out a piece of candy and like, you can have it if you go get Monty and bring him home.
Oh, it makes my tummy hurt. Then he rolls.
You want food when we get home? I don't have anything other than candy here. It's not
Play?
my dog.
Sorry, I
Play?
missed this. Is
Play?
this all out loud, or are you?
I think it's
casting
in
message?
our minds.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
mental.
Can I roll perception to see that Xanth is doing any of this?
Yeah, go right ahead because Xanth is definitely doing stuff.
He's absolutely not hiding it from you guys. That makes
Okay.
it better.
I'll
A
also roll
12.
perception then.
That works. Anything over a 10.
Okay, cool. Seeing that Xanth is trying to like coax the dog, it would be like, and like digs around, offers like a rice cracker, and she's like, he kind of likes these.
Okay, thank you. He like takes it, he like shakes it in front of Cheese a little bit. You can have this if you bring Monty back to the dorms.
While you're all doing this,
Tink is watching the figure.
the figure has stooped down and scoops up Cheese
Oh.
and scratches under Cheese's chin.
Can you not touch my dog without asking me, please?
And he's just still continually walking towards you. You need to leave this place as soon as possible.
I would love to.
Can I make an insight check on this guy? Is he like...
Can I vibe check him?
Yeah, like
Go right ahead. For
There's
those
no
at
insight.
home, and for our 2 new guests, we have a system for vibe checks. It's not just insight.
Can someone give me an inspiration?
I actually have lucky, so I can roll again if I need to. I
only got a 12.
If I wanted to determine like specifically though, like, is this guy like, is he like chill death or is he like I want to murder people death?
Like, is this a threat or not? Basically.
Yeah.
Hit me with your rolls again.
12.
Fire
Never mind. Seal gave me inspiration. Thank you, Seal.
Are we rolling vibe or insight?
I'm
rolling vibe.
gonna
17.
say it would probably be vibe because this guy is wearing a mask.
Okay.
And you know already that his body language is kind of out of whack.
I'm gonna roll with luck. 17.
Yeah, I got
17?
17 as well.
Did anybody else roll?
I didn't fully understand the like system. Is it just like a separate?
The vibe check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a separate stat block.
Okay.
I'll give you
Which
the
is- yeah,
the formula.
You pass along the formula.
Okay.
Okay.
Just drop it in chat.
Okay.
For 5 checks, we use insight and perception and charisma. We divide it by 2.
Okay.
And
Yeah, so it's all the
your vibe check.
bonuses.
Okay.
Okay.
13.
And a vibe check will not give you the sort of insight into what somebody is thinking, but it can definitely give you an insight into the vibes that they give you.
Okay. Rounding down, it's a 6. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Nope,
Yeah.
not me.
Helpful.
Not I, said the cat. Got a 4.
Okay,
Aw.
well, you two are definitely sure that the vibes this guy is giving you scream red flag and that you should probably run.
Yeah.
Xanth, Tink, you have the opposite perception in that sure, this doesn't look good. But it also doesn't look bad. Like, as far as risk assessment goes, you have faced far worse and been fine.
Do you Zed's just gonna kind of look at him. He said he was wearing a mask, right?
Yes, you can't see any features on this person's face apart from the bottom of their chin.
Is it human?
It appears to be.
Is the mask like, is there any markings on it or anything that I recognize, or is it just a plain mask?
Well, no, it's shaped like a cat skull, and following the lines of the cat skull, there's like swirling patterns.
Does that ring any bells with me?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does any construction of like the gold room or this mask feel familiar?
Roll me
Yeah.
a history check.
Okay.
Thank God. Okay, 23.
23?
Oh no.
With a 23, Tink, you have seen this somewhere before. Or at least scroll work of a very similar style.
I think Emily knows.
I think Nick knows too. Where?
You've seen it. You've seen it on a door that led to a room in the basement of the school that was full of gold.
I feel like Tink is gonna look at this person and just be like, Abraxas, if this is you, I need you to not fucking do this. Can you take off the mask?
And a hand reaches up
Are you fucking serious?
to grasp the mask. And just as it starts to pull away, the entire world falls down.
Great, cool.
And that's where we're gonna take a break.
Yeah,
Oh,
no,
great.
that's fine. That's
Oh.
fine. Sure.
Uh,
I really don't think he's this competent, though. Let's be honest. Like, it's...
I have not
I love the
muted
faith
yet.
that you all have in me.
All right, everyone,
Everybody,
go.
have you muted?
No, we need to
We're
talk.
closing.
How
I was
long
just
the break's
asking.
gonna be?
I was gonna close. I was gonna do it, but then you all just went off in a I don't know. Those of you at home, thank you so much for watching the first half. We will be back in about 10 minutes. I suggest you get up, you do some stretches, you grab a snack, you grab a drink, hydrate and look after yourselves, friends. We'll be back soon.
BRB.
Butts.
Just in time for everyone to hear you. Butts.
Absolutely.
And welcome back, everybody.
Look, I figured. Yeah, welcome back, everybody. We usually play a game where we try and get something to just.
These are just fucking swapped art.
Yeah,
What?
I don't know what you mean.
yeah, I don't know what you mean.
Everything is normal.
Everything's absolutely normal. What are you doing? It's been like this all along.
Monty's always had long hair and an absolutely
Yeah.
Yeah.
lovely face with lovely
Yeah, it's
skin.
fine.
I have to go.
Everything is so normal right now.
Did you say I have to go?
Welcome back, everybody. You are watching Hellions of Carnocht. New title for a old game that is being rebooted. This is the second half, and this is the half in which we'll be spicing it up with Hellions New World and New Lore. So I hope that you have all grabbed your snacks and sufficiently hydrated and done a little bit of a stretch. If you haven't, please stand up, touch your toes, wiggle about a bit, sit back down. Do yourself some good. Or, just don't do any of that and continue watching. Whatever makes you comfortable, friends. We left off the last half after a harrowing experience in a world without colour. As 4 of you tried desperately just to stay alive for a few minutes, and 1 of you remained very unalive for a few minutes, until a strange figure gave you some very ominous words. Your friend is dead and your world is gone. And then, of course, because you are who you are, you backsassed him.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And spent time where I could have been telling you lore, talking back to me and talking shit. So
Would it be Hellions? If
would
we
it
mean,
be
I don't-
Hellions? Would it be Hellions if you weren't? The
I
answer
don't know
is
how else to
no.
play D&D. I'm sorry.
I never learned how.
And just as this figure was about to remove their mask, the world fell down. Everything around you shattered. Like reality itself broke. And for a moment, pieces and shards of it hung in the air, and you could see the infinite possibilities laid out before you. Darkness swallowed everything. The Lyceum of Carnocht is a special school. Strange for a few facts, the first of which being that it is the foremost place in the continent to study magic. The other being that alongside its teachings of magic, it also teaches the benefits of adventuring. What makes it stranger still is that the adventurers that it sends out into the world have a tendency to actually come back alive and do things. For all of you, it is hardly your first year at Carnocht. Xanth, you've lived there most of your life. Monty, you've had several dealings with the city. And while the school is new to both of you, the city is not. And as reality rebuilds itself around you, so does the school, from the ground up. Like a child playing with blocks. And you find yourselves standing in a moment that happened so long ago. Monty, Xanth, you face each other at your first meeting. You remember having swung at each other, arguing over who got the comfiest bunk and who got to keep the bedspreads that Monty's parents had paid for. You remember that moment. And you remember the world in the mirror. You remember the world that had broken apart, that was built out of grey. But those two instances did not take place close together. You stand facing each other in your dorm room, fists up in the middle of this argument, and feel the world spin as time resets itself to 3 months prior. Welcome to your first day at Carnocht. Welcome to your first day at the Lyceum.
I'm gonna throw a punch.
Thanks.
I send you back in time and give you the option to change shit, and what do? Exactly what you did the first time around. Okay, alright, go for it. Roll to attack.
Our attack rolls are so much higher now.
I know, but so's my AC, so it's fine.
Mhm. Let's see. What is
Tink,
okay,
you're
okay.
bearing witness to this.
Yeah.
Yenna, Yuli, you are also there. You were not the first time round, but you are there now, and that's what matters.
Oh, what? Okay.
Oh,
Well, I think this is gonna be a It's been so long since I played D&D. What do I add to attack?
Your attack! You add your
It's a
attack to your
strength
attack.
bonus, I think, for unarmed.
Oh, right. I can do that.
Are you gonna
When you've
stab
taken
me?
a 3-month break.
I'm not gonna stab you.
Okay.
I unarmed strike with a 14.
Okay, it doesn't hit.
That's exactly
And
playing.
history repeats itself.
Okay.
Can I just grab his arm and then twist it behind his back and then fucking try to hug him from behind?
Roll me opposed strength checks.
Oh no.
You said to grapple him.
That's
Okay, I
okay
still
because
have-
I rolled a nat 1.
So did I.
My strength is a +1. What's yours?
-1. I'm gonna use my luck point. I'm gonna use my.
Okay, you use your luck point.
How?
Do I get a long rest, or does it? 'Cause I
Oh
don't
yeah,
have
you
luck.
guys get a long rest. Everything is restored. You've kept your levels. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so that's a 19 -1.
In which case, yes, you can put Monty into a grapple and then tenderly hug him.
You fucking idiot.
What? What's going on?
I think Tink just steps forward and hugs both of them.
So just for clarity, so
Yes.
like we remember being in the mirror world
Yes,
or whatever
you
it
do.
was, but we don't remember the context for it. We
Not
just
quite,
remember the
no.
moment before we vanished.
You remember the moment that you got there. You remember all of that section. Anything that happened in the mirror world, you remember. Anything beyond that is kind of fuzzy. Like you know when you've gone out and had a really good night drinking,
Sure.
and then you wake up the next morning and you're like, I know I had fun. I don't remember all of the reasons I had fun, but I had fun. It's a little like that.
Okay.
In that it's a little soft around the edges.
I think Yuli would look at Yenna and have this weird feeling of like, I feel like I'm really close with this person, but I don't know why. Like, I don't remember becoming close with this person. And will suddenly, in kind of a panic, pull out her notepad and start writing down everything that she remembers about what happened before we got here.
Okay. Yeah.
Why?
Yenna?
Why are you hugging me?
I missed you.
Who? I don't know you.
I guess that makes sense. Oh, of course. Tink's gonna look at
What?
Xanth with this like look of like, you know me, like
Yeah,
right, like
Santa's just gonna nod it.
yeah, like
I
Tink
know
just like locks eyes and like we both nod and we're like, okay.
Good.
Yeah,
Yenna,
no,
what
well,
are you doing?
Yenna's kind of just like looking between the people and like has that like sort of like fuzzy recollection. It's like, okay, pretty not sure I know that guy. Looks at Xanthanic, he's cute. Kind of like glosses over. It's like he's cute. That's the extent of the understanding. Yuli is like, probably a friend. Looks at Monty and it's like, wait, you went through all that trouble and he doesn't even know who you are?
It's not surprising. I don't know.
What?
Okay, but
It's
what just happened? Like a minute ago, right? Like we were all right. Tink
I
has
mean,
this look on his face that's like very clearly like, I'm not going crazy, right? Like
Yeah,
this
yeah. And she'll
Yeah.
show like she's drawn. She's not like a great artist, but she's drawn like her best attempt at the door that they opened. This, right? We were all there. We went through this, and there was a guy and him, and she'll point at Monty.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think at that point, Tink takes out his own notebook and starts writing down like what he had been saying. Because he doesn't remember the context for anything that he said, but he remembers what he said. So he's also like furiously making notes next to Yuli, being like, no, you're right. And like looking at her notes for like
there was a dog,
confirmation.
and there was a dog, and there was yeah. We're just like
Yeah.
comparing
We're
notes.
just like being nerds comparing notes.
Yeah.
Monty's
Yenna-
just sitting on the floor, incredibly confused as to what is going on.
Yeah.
Monty, confused though you are, a part of you knows these people. Like you don't know them, but you know them. You don't feel threatened by them. You don't feel ambivalent towards them. There is some form of affection there. Some sort of a bond.
Yeah, and I
Have
think Oh, go.
Know, I at least know your voice, and he's pointing at Xanth. It's like, but I think I know you.
You fucking yeah, you do. You fucking do. But I guess it's not your fault. So just
Listen.
don't hit me again, please.
Okay.
Monty, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
this
that feels
is-
right.
This is your new roommate. And he's gonna point to Xanth. And this is your room. And does the room still only have Xanth's name on it?
It does. You notice as you look
Oh,
around
no.
the room that all of the bedding has just been piled on one bed. The other bed has been left bare. And
Who did
that
that?
all of the bedding that is on that one bed is monogrammed with a very fancy gold embroidered M.
Okay, so we're just gonna Xanth, you moved all this stuff, right? Like, funny first day pranks, right? Do you want to sort that out? He just gives him a look.
What do you want me to do? I don't. He doesn't even fucking know who I am, too.
I want you to meet him and be his friend, and we're gonna figure this out, okay?
I don't. I
He just shoves Xanth.
I feel
into
like
the room.
I feel like this is gonna take a lot of work. Like I don't think you realize.
Can you all roll perception for me?
Okay.
Yeah.
It's
Ooh, a dirty 20.
11.
7.
24.
A 4.
Good.
That tracks.
It does.
The 20 and was it 27?
24.
24.
Yeah.
Someone must have said something over the top of it because I heard 27 and I was about to be like, what?
I might have said 7 immediately after.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The 24 and the 20, you see on the ground between all of you. In fact, Monty very nearly stepped on it when he went to punch Xanth. Is a mask with a cat skull. It's made of porcelain. It's big enough to fit a human face. And inlaid in the porcelain are very intricate gold patterns.
Tink's just gonna. Does this qualify as a long rest, DM?
Yeah, we long rested.
Yeah, you long rested. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you can identify again if
I
that's
was
your,
gonna say,
that's your question.
Yeah. I'm gonna identify this thing.
Okay.
He picks
In
it up in his
casting
mechanical
Identify-
hand. Like he picks it up like he does with fucking everything. He's touching it.
In casting Identify, there is nothing inherently magical about the mask itself.
Mhm.
It is just a mask made of porcelain inlaid with gold. But there is a residual energy on it that kind of buzzes against your fingers as you cast the Identify spell. That has the lingering flavor, if you will, of time magic, for instance, like a haste spell.
Okay.
What is it?
I mean, we all saw this guy. Time. That's it.
Huh.
It's not. You can put it on. It's not going to do anything.
If you'll let her, she'll like reach out to touch it.
Yep.
What's so like chronomancy or we or like a memory seal like there's
I don't.
oh, gosh.
I don't think anything like that. I think we were somewhere else and now we're here. And I think where we were might have been in the future.
What?
That's all I got. We're here now.
As Tink says that, the knowledge of the rightness of that statement settles into your bones. It's an instinctive knowing that that is correct. And that counts for you too, Monty.
This doesn't make any. It should be impossible, shouldn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, theoretically, it could be possible if you were like immensely powerful. Like you would have to be like a god. But like theoretically, you can transmute time and space. It's why haste works. So like possibly whoever the mask guy was like an incredibly powerful wizard.
Do you guys want to go see Abraxas? Do I remember Abraxas that we thought it was him?
You don't remember. Well, you remember that you thought it was Abraxas. You're not completely sure who Abraxas is.
Yeah, like Tink has full on written Abraxas down in his notebook with like a bunch of question marks. Like, what does that mean? What does it mean? And he's also gonna write Abraxas equals mask. Like that makes sense. And like his notes are just chaos.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to keep that. He points at the mask. I don't know if I can find anything, but objects, magic, kind of my thing.
I'm not even sure you should be touching it.
it's fine. And he picks it up again.
That's
It's
right.
a really good thing.
Yeah, it tracks. It tracks.
Amazing.
Okay. It's Tink's gonna look at Monty. It's the first day. Right?
First day of school.
First day of school. I know this sounds insane. I think we should just go to class and see what's going on.
Why? I mean, we're at school. Why would going to class be insane? Like, isn't that why we're here?
No, it's you know what? Well, he kind of like laughs, like I don't know when the last time I went to class was, like. But he nods. He's like, "Oh, no, for sure. Yeah, no, totally normal. Totally a normal thing to do to go to class when you're at
Oh,
school."
no. We should, whatever it is that you think that you would normally do, right?
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Because that will potentially help us figure out what it is that we did before, right?
Yes. And if we figure out what we did before, then and you know, I feel like we're already off schedule then, because we wouldn't have had this conversation before, right? Like that wouldn't make any sense. That's stupid. So
There's a soft
I-
knock on the door that is open behind you.
we turn around, or Tink turns around.
Yeah.
Yuli would turn around.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
all turn around.
Yeah, and I also is just
Standing,
like beer dinner.
Yeah.
standing in the doorway is the prefect of Atticus House, one of the dormitory houses of the Lyceum. Specifically, one particular prefect named Belial Altgang. He's a familiar face to a couple of you that you've seen around the school. In years gone by, in Tink's case,
Mhm.
and in rumors gone by in Yuli's. But he just kind of pauses in the doorway and tilts his head slightly and is like, I had come to check whether or not you wanted to go to the dinner that's going on, but I suppose that you all look rather busy.
No, I was just getting to know the new kids and saying we should be going and doing what people do at school, like go to a dinner.
Right. That definitely sounded like what you were talking about.
It's I assure you, it is exactly what we were talking about.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
There's a look on his face that says he's not quite sure he believes that. I won't ask about any of the future things then. I'm going to go. Would any of you like to come with me, or?
Love to. We would all love to come. We would
Yes.
all love to come, says Tink as he like grabs the like Monty in particular and like ushers the other ones along.
I mean, I don't have to go, but
No,
No, Xanth,
come, please.
come. No, we're all going. We're all going.
At the seminar, they said that the dinners are good to promote house solidarity.
See, there you go.
what house?
This
Atticus house, the one we live in.
Atticus House, the one that I gave you the tour of earlier.
Right.
that we just got
Yeah,
a tour of, and that's all that's happened today.
What we were doing
Yana,
today.
Can we
Yuli, Yana.
clarify?
Yes. Clarify. I was just going to say I'm very glad that you've both transferred to spend the year in this dormitory.
Yenna's eyes just
It's,
get absolutely huge.
I
look really
look forward
confused.
to getting to know you. And he gives you a very suave little bow.
Yeah. How
Uh-huh.
it's so crazy how we both did that, isn't it?
Yeah. Uh-huh. Who's my roommate?
I had assumed that you would probably want to bunk together since you're quite close in age.
That makes the most sense. She'll like cut him off.
Yeah, Yenna just like
I
massive
mean, why
sigh of
would we?
relief. He's like, oh, thank fuck.
But I mean, if you would rather, I can ask
No,
Monty what
no,
Grandpa
no, 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 no.
Guy, you know, I.
She's my best friend.
Yeah, we are besties for life. So
Tink's like behind Belial, like giving you both a thumbs up. Like, you're doing really good.
My God.
Well, then, this is all very serendipitous. We should probably head off, though, before it gets into full swing at the Great Hall.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah,
right. Okay.
cool.
Yeah, food sounds good.
Food always sounds good, a man after my own heart. And he leads the way
I think
with his little shoulder cape assertion.
I think Tink is following like a little awkwardly close and a little awkwardly silently behind Belial. Like heading up the front still, but he keeps looking like he's almost about to say something and then doesn't.
Monty's just like awkwardly kind of standing or walking between Tink and Xanth, being like not knowing what to do. He has gets a good sense from these two. I'm assuming he gets a little bit of a sense of like he may know Belial as well, but he has absolutely no idea who Yuli and Yenna are.
Xanth just keeps like staring at Monty. Just stares at him.
Do I have something on my face? Like,
No, you don't. That's the problem. It's fine.
problem. I'm so confused. But I guess thank you for the hug earlier. I
don't
know what's really going on, but it was nice.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Hopefully this will all make sense soon. But this city and the future, I don't know what you're talking about. But I don't know. You and
Monty,
the other one. Yes.
as you walk into the common room, a room that logically you should have only seen a little while ago, you get a strange sense wash over you. And this happens to all of you. Tink, Monty, Xanth, you remember there was a murder here.
I remember seeing the murder.
I don't think we should.
Xanth, you remember seeing the murder.
Okay, cool.
Oh my God.
You remember walking into this room and just seeing a body on the floor. Yuli, you remember
Yeah.
writing about it the next day. Yenna, you remember talking about it at breakfast. You remember how you had both been locked down in your dormitories overnight while guards scoured the school. You remember the horrible fear behind something like that happening so suddenly and on the first day. But there, where you are right now, at this moment in time, the common room is completely empty. There's nobody there. And it looks as innocuous as it can.
I don't think we should go to dinner.
Something's wrong, right? Like it's not just
Yeah.
me.
I don't know. Let's not.
Something just feels really, really off.
Yin is gonna look at Tink and just be like, "Did you go last time to dinner or whatever?"
Monty's just gonna like sit down on the couch and just sort of like hold his head in his hands. He's not feeling very well.
Tink just has this look, like he's looking at Yenna and then looking at Belial.
And you can see that Belial has kind of stopped with his hands outreached towards the door and is giving you all a very strange look because you haven't been particularly stealthy in this conversation.
I don't know how you would expect us to be.
Yeah. That's not Yenna's strong suit in general, so.
Hey, I'm good at stealthy. I just don't know what's going on.
Tink's just wondering how much he can say without Belial thinking that we are all, like, that we have all lost our minds.
I rather think that there is some explaining to do. And I would really prefer if it would happen right now.
Tink, like, very much. Can we. Okay. So, the thing that we are going to say is not going to sound like it makes sense, but you've been around for the entire time that we were talking, right? You can agree, I think, that we haven't had time to sit down and create a story that we would have details to that would be the same. He looks at Belial, like, desperately.
I think I realize that I've been gone for a couple of years, but. And he kind of walks forward and just puts the back of his hand against your forehead to make sure you're not running a fever.
See, this is exactly it. We are gonna go to a room, and I'm gonna tell you what happened, and then you're gonna come out here, and they're gonna be able to tell you the exact same thing, so that once I say it and you think that I have lost my mind, that there will be some kind of proof that something is going on and it is not just me who has lost my mind. Is that okay? Is this amenable?
Yuli is going to message Tink while he's talking and just say, "Are you sure that this is a really good idea?"
He's just gonna like message back and be like, what the fuck else am I supposed to do?
Tell him that Cat's message again. I don't know. Tell him that I don't know. Not the truth. The truth sounds insane.
I think he's just gonna like look at Yuli and say out loud, like, I know it sounds insane.
That's just rude. You really shouldn't message in polite company.
I'm trying not to. Can we
I don't think we're in polite company. I don't know why, but that just makes sense.
Right.
Bob, please.
Perhaps I should go and get a doctor.
No.
One of the high clerics. And you see him backing towards the door again.
No. Bob.
Let him.
Please. Please. I know this isn't the best first impression.
I'd really hoped the time away would have meant that when I came back, things wouldn't be quite so weird. But here we are, and you're already saying please. Okay, alright. Do your explanation.
Oh, okay. Let's. We need to go somewhere out of earshot. It just. You're not gonna believe.
No, I'm probably not.
Unless someone stops him, he is going to try and take Belial off to the side and tell him everything. Belial could
Well,
take
that's
him.
a resounding silence.
Yeah.
Anna has no beef with this idea. It's like if maybe it triggers his memories and then she has another person to study because she's now going, why didn't I go into chronology? I fucking thought cryoverturgy was a good idea. Now I could have been fuck.
Yeah.
She's just pissed right now.
Monty's
think-
just really hoping that someone will explain to him what's going on as well.
Yeah, I think Yuli's made it pretty clear she thinks it's a bad idea, but also doesn't feel like there's anything she can do about it. So
Yeah. Yeah, it's not a good idea, but it's an idea. Hey.
That's the Hellions motto.
Yep.
And so Bar reaches for the door out to the hall,
Yeah.
and pulls it open and heads on out.
Tink goes with him, hoping this is the other room and not him leaving to go to the medical wing.
You see him kind of waver in the hallway, as though it takes every single ounce of his willpower not to go. And then you see him turn on his heel.
I'm sorry.
You need to make a very good argument right now, or I'm going to get the High Cleric.
I think someone's going to die tonight. In the dorm. I think we're going to come back from the dinner. And someone's going to be dead.
How would you know that?
I don't know how it happened. But
Think, what did you get into while I was gone?
I don't think it was while you were gone. He's going to do his best to explain, like, the mirror realm and explain the idea that it was in the future and that they met a man in a gold mask, or a person in a gold mask, in an obsidian black building with, you know, gold archways in the inside. And that the next thing he knew, he was back on the first day, but we've done the first day before.
He stands there for a moment, this man that has been away from you for 3 years, has been off on his own, and has come back to do his PhD. And you see in him someone who is the shape of a friend. He is a familiar face. He is known and he is trusted, or at least he was until that one last fight before he left. And you see him frown and look away from you. And sigh. Think there's no way that I can believe this without proof. I want to, but this sounds insane.
You can ask the others and I can get the mask. Or, you know what? I would still suggest asking the
A
others. But
mask can be replicated.
if it makes you feel better, you can take me to the medical wing yourself and I will sit there under supervision. But I swear to you, when it happens tonight, that's all.
I want to trust you on this.
I told you wouldn't believe me. It's fine. Just, you know what, go ask the others. I'll wait out here. If you want to take me in, you can take me in. It's
And he turns.
fine.
He doesn't answer you, and he just turns and walks into the common room. And he looks at the rest of you gathered there and kind of does a look along the line. Would one of you like to tell me what's going on?
If no one
Is this some
volunteers,
sort of joke?
if no one volunteers, Yenna will volunteer to explain.
I guess it's up to you, Yen.
Yeah. So she kind of like breaks it down, like in her best way of like, okay, how do I talk about this? I will talk about it like it's fucking science. And she just starts going off into like meta magics and like talking about like time and space and equations, like quantum physics. Just trying to be like, I think this is what happens. This is my working theory. Like, I'm pretty sure that somebody did something. I don't know who that fucker was, but he had to be a powerful wizard. He probably transmuted time to shunt us back, which temporal shunting I think is theoretically possible, but like I've not tested it because I didn't go into that field and I feel fucking stupid now. But I think that's what happened.
Right. I will pretend that all of that made 100% sense, and that my head doesn't hurt right now.
I'm gonna like throw her hands in the air and just be like, I need a fucking tutor.
No. But the point is, right? Like, it's the same. Right? I mean, like, it's the Yenna way, but like, it's the same as what Tink said, right?
Yana, is it the same as what Tink explained? Or have you
Uh,
added or detracted anything from the story?
I think the facts would all be the same. She might not have like gotten everything like perfectly in terms of like details, but like the facts of like they went and there was this, they were in a weird space. They think that it might be in the future, because that just kind of feels right. Which is she's like winces at that sound, like saying that she's like, non-empirical evidence, ew. But she says that she'll talk about like the sort of like obsidian or black glass building. She didn't get a sample. Like she just kind of like babbles in like weird ways to make excuses for herself. But yeah, like all of the facts and timeline would line up essentially with Jinx.
Roll me persuasion.
Oof.
Tink, you can do this as well. And if anybody would like to jump in at any point in Yenna's retelling, it will give Yenna advantage.
Xanth, jump in, because I can't help.
Yeah. Also, I mean, I will, but also do I remember Belial much?
Yes and no, and yes and no.
Dude, would I be able to like remember stuff that like I shouldn't know from only meeting him right away?
You didn't really know Belial that well.
I
to
knew
begin
enough.
with.
It's not like I didn't know him.
Okay, so what would you want to use, and I'll let you know whether or not you would know enough about him
Okay,
to know that.
I I can't really use any of the murder basement stuff, can I?
Hasn't happened.
Yeah, herein lies the problem.
Do I know that he's kind of in love with Tink at this point?
I mean,
Roll me a history check.
Okay.
This is what we'll do if it's something that you might know.
So that's a 19. Plus I think my history is +1, yeah. So dirty 20.
Then yes, you would remember that him and Tink have a thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think somewhere along the line where like Belial is just like, what are these fucking kids doing? I'll just be like, I fucking know shit about you, Belial. Like, I know that you're in love with Tink. I know that you're working in the medical ward and you're trying to become like a surgeon or some shit like that. So, like, I think you should probably take what we're saying seriously and not just brush us off like we're kids like you do every time we talk to you.
Yeah, it's just
Yenna, Tink, what did you guys roll on persuasion?
17.
Did I get the advantage?
Yes, you got advantage.
Okay, thank God. Because the first roll was a 1.
Oh
Fuck.
my god.
The second roll
Oh,
is a
God.
15 plus 2 for a 17.
2 17s.
17. Xanth, roll intimidation.
Okay, hold on.
Oh god.
Okay, I'm gonna use my luck. Hold on.
Mozzie's just
My
like looking
intimidation
at
is
Zan,
plus 8.
like,
I've never used it before. Holy shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, okay, so
So
that's an
high.
11.
What a scary boy.
Look at him. Look at him talk. Of course he's scary.
I know, he's so angry.
That's not that angry. I got an 11.
So angry. Sorry, what did you roll? I think you got lost in all that.
It's not angry enough. I got an 11.
You have a plus 8 and you got an 11.
Yep. And I used luck.
And he rerolled.
Oh,
Oh my
I
God.
love your ability to roll terrible dice.
I know.
Oh.
For a moment, Val looks kind of taken aback, and then he just squints a little and turns back to Yenna.
Like grumbling to myself in the background.
Brush me off like a fucking kid again.
Let's entertain
Exactly.
for a moment that I believe you. What exactly do you all want to do about this?
We could
I-
like wait in the dorm room and wait till they show up and then like
I mean, at
Well-
the very least, prevent that from happening.
I mean, even us having this conversation might prevent it.
Yeah.
You know, if the smallest thing can change everything, then
And think for a moment of the ethics of whether or not you should.
Is it ethical to let someone fucking die?
yeah, aren't you certain?
Is it ethical to change the set courses of whatever future you come from?
but maybe it's not set.
What if that's the fucking point? Also,
if
hold
we-
on.
I am just positing theories.
Yenna is now doing more math in her head and just spacing the fuck out.
no. We can't talk about this because everything's already different. Everything, even just the fact that we're talking about this is different.
Why do we even need Belial? Like he doesn't what is he gonna do for us? Like
I mean, maybe heal us.
Tink just
I
doesn't
mean-
want Belial to think he's insane.
Like,
Tink,
I don't-
Tink literally just thinks the world of this man and does not want.
I mean, I'm not sure, but I just get a feeling from what I remember about him that maybe he's not really that helpful at all. So
Sam says this out loud.
I'm getting the sense that you don't think anyone is helpful.
he like narrows his eyes and looks at Tink and Monty. He's like,
No,
You
Tink
guys-
is outside the door still. No one has come to get him. He doesn't want to
Oh.
interrupt.
Yenna will just be like, sometimes people aren't helpful because they're just, not good at things. And she's making a face at Belial.
yeah. So it's okay. It's okay that you don't want to help us because you're not really that good at healing magic or whatever. We don't give a shit.
Roll intimidation again. I don't know what to
Okay.
roll for goading. Poor Belial.
It's his first day.
It's literally his first day. He doesn't know you people.
Okay, well, so that's a 13.
Oh, no.
Well, you can roll it with advantage because Yenna's helping.
Okay, thank you, Yenna.
Yenna also is just like, I don't like this
Okay.
boy.
Okay, that's a 19.
Yes!
Rolled an 11.
He kind of scrunches his face up, and there's not fear that goes through his eyes, but something very similar to pride flashes across his face, and he just turns and bangs on the door as though to motion for Tink to come in.
Tink opens the door and has visibly flinched at how loud that was. He was right up against the door.
Alright, let's proceed as though I believe you. And he's glaring at Xanth while he says this.
Stares back at him.
Tink gives Xanth like a what did you do? Like mouth over his shoulder. Like what the fuck, dude?
Monty tentatively gives Xanth a high five. Because he's like, this feels right. Ish.
It does. This feels normal.
This feels normal.
Okay.
I think we should maybe wait in the dorm room and just.
I mean, I don't think we should wait in the dorm room because I think if we wait in the dorm room, either we're going to encounter a murderer or the murderer is going to go somewhere else.
What do we remember? Do we remember any details? Because otherwise, what's the point of going anywhere specifically?
Yuli, roll me a history check, because you would have been very privy to this on the paper.
Can I do that as well? Because I saw it.
Yeah, because you saw the body.
Yeah, go for it. 17?
Mm.
You remember reporting on the murder of a young woman from Atticus House. Sorry, a young man from Atticus House. Sorry, misreading my notes. Whoops. And that she was stabbed repeatedly.
Okay. Blah. I would tell everybody that.
Blah.
Just
Okay.
bullet.
Well,
what did you roll for history?
8.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Can I, having heard the cause of death, because I'm pretty sure that's wrong-ish.
Wait, yeah, can I check my actual notes?
Can I
Hold on.
history that? Me.
You can history it.
Let
but you were not
intelligence boy
present.
history. It's a 23. No, 22.
You don't remember anybody ever actually telling you how the person in this room died.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I got my notes sitting right here from first session.
Because I thought at some point we thought it was weird that someone would be stabbed to death and also poisoned.
You did, yes, but that was out of character musing, and the only people in possession of that information at that point in time was Kay.
Motherfuck. Okay.
Oh.
Damn.
Well,
Sam,
welcome to metagame.
I will let you roll history again if you would like to.
Can I don't know if this is relevant or all, but remember, I'm looking through my notes. I remember the boy's name was Joffrey, and he was an elf sorcerer in his 20s.
Yes.
It says Gaius, woodland poison. So I don't know if I would know that or not. And then I also remember he had a friend named Patricia, so I'm wondering if I could remember that so we could go and talk to her or see where she is.
Yeah, like you would already have that knowledge of
Okay.
Joffrey.
Okay, so I remember Joffrey, and then I remember Patricia and like what they're. Okay. What did you say to roll for?
You can do a history roll to see if you can remember. I'll let you do it again.
Seal,
as an advantage.
Seal is giving.
Natural 20.
Oh, perfect. I was to say Seal's giving inspiration, but don't need it, baby.
Not needed.
Oh, not needed.
That's the last time I ever do that then. You don't remember seeing any stab wounds on the body when you found it. You do remember leaving the room because there was the smell of poison.
Do I remember if they got poisoned in the room or if they got poisoned in the hall?
You wouldn't know where they got poisoned, but you found the body in the common room.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell everyone this. And just.
Okay, so we find
Maybe we should just find Joffrey.
Yeah. So I think Tink will like look at Ba and be like, "Okay, I guess we go to dinner." when we find Joffrey.
Maybe
right?
one of us.
What if
That's where
we
he should
have
be.
like half the people stay here in case he doesn't
Yeah.
go to dinner, and then we could have you guys go to dinner?
We
Because
can
we
keep
don't.
an eye out.
I mean, we can always alarm the doors. We'll know if somebody comes in here.
Easy.
Oh. Mm.
I can't do
I-
that today, but I could do it a different day.
I can do it.
No, all
I
of your
I
spells
can
have
do
been
that.
restored.
No, but I don't have that prepared.
They don't have it
Oh,
prepared.
okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
Yenna has it
Good and-
prepared.
I
Yeah. All right.
I
feel
think
like-
I just want to stay here. I don't want to go to dinner. I just want to sit.
I think that's a good idea. I think you can stay here.
Okay.
I love the crunch that followed that
Crunch.
statement.
Yep. Monty has found the pocket carrots.
Yeah.
Wait,
Well,
wait. We're
So
saying that
who-
we know somebody's gonna die in here, and we want exactly one of us to stay in here and potentially
No.
be the person who dies instead.
I could
no,
stay
makes
with
sense.
them.
Sounds like a bad plan.
Yeah. What if Monty and I stay up here and you guys all go downstairs? The banquet thing. Feast.
Okay.
Oh, hold on. Yen's gonna insight check Xanth.
Ooh.
That is a 14.
What do you want me to tell you?
I was just like, is there an ulterior motive for wanting to stay with Monty?
She's just nosy.
She's just nosy.
Yes.
Mhm.
Absolutely.
She's just like looking and she's like, huh. Okay. And she just sort of like turns around, like gives him the cold shoulder.
Oh my god.
Talk about chaos.
Nick thinks it would be a good idea to probably split up Tank and Belial because they are theoretically our two healers. Tank thinks he would like to stay with Belial. So
Sure.
I don't know if we want to resolve that in any way or just let him do his thing.
So what are you doing? Are you splitting the party?
I'm gonna
always.
be honest. I was gonna get Monty to come steal shit with me again. So
Beautiful.
I would like to avoid Belial at all costs.
Sounds like maybe a heist will help him remember.
If no one is like, if we're like, yeah, you two stay here, we go somewhere else, like, totally. Tink's not gonna stop that.
How many doors are there to this room? The one we came into and then the one we have to go through to get to dinner?
There is one door
Oh.
that leads into the common room, and then one door that leads to a hallway that leads to all of the bedrooms.
Okay.
Because the common room is attached to like an open kitchen area.
Hey, do we want to like knock on like Joffrey's door and like see if he's here?
That's
before we
what
go?
I'm wondering. Could we just what if Joffrey's not at dinner yet, you know?
Go for it.
Honestly.
Yeah, Tink's just gonna be like, yeah, just give me a sec and go find whatever door says Joffrey. Was Joffrey in first year? Joffrey and Patricia were in
Wait, I
first
got
year?
it. Hold on.
Joffrey and Patricia were in first, I believe.
Okay.
I got
Uh,
notes. Third year for
Oh.
Patricia. Don't know about Joffrey.
Oh, Joffrey was first year, Patricia is third. Yeah, you
Okay.
are
Okay.
correct.
Yeah, Tink's gonna knock on the door. This is great. Cool. She'll know me. Terrible. Are they there?
So you knock on the door.
Yeah.
And for a long few seconds, there is nothing but silence until, like, you hear the sound of a latch being loosed,
Mm-hmm.
and then the door creaks open just slightly, and you see Joffrey standing there, very alive. Can I help you?
Hey, it's your first day, right? We were
It
all
is, yes.
just gonna head to dinner. Do you want to come?
I would rather love to.
Perfect.
I do, however, have some last minute unpacking to do.
I mean, you
It's like
do that later. The first
I
day
would
dinner
rather
is
come
like
back to a room that's been set up.
I get it, but like the first year dinner is like kind of or the first day, it's kind of a big thing. There's announcements and stuff. You probably wanna.
Roll me persuasion.
That's a 14.
A 14.
Yeah.
He kind of looks at you quite nervously and then looks beyond you. Like, but sorry, tongue-tied. He looks beyond you back to the rest of everyone who's still kind of just gathered in the common room and is like, are you all going down?
Yeah.
no, me and this one are. We'll see you later.
Then, all right, I suppose. And you see he kind of backs up a little bit and grabs a fancy jacket and pulls it on and is like, shall we away?
I think we shall. Is was Patricia your roommate? Do you have a roommate? Just wondering.
And Patricia was supposed to be my roommate, but my roommate is now this other surly older man.
What's their name? Out of
Uh,
curiosity.
as the DM scours the DM's notes to find out what that guy's name was.
Was it that guy though? Because that's
Yeah.
good enough.
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, it was. What's his name again? Because it's gonna take me forever to find it.
God, I don't know.
The cowboy guy.
Oh boy, guy.
The guy that was Kay's roommate.
Yeah.
I've got
Oh my
Hector Gendrum written down,
That
so I'm gonna
sounds
go
like
with
a
that.
name.
Yeah, that sounds like the
Yeah,
name
that sounds
you would
like
have.
Vaguely southern monster hunting man.
Yes.
Mhm.
He's just left his stuff here. His name is Gendrum, I believe. H. Gendrum. It's on the.
Huh.
It's on the bed. He's not unpacked yet. I've not met him.
Oh, well, maybe he'll be around when we get back.
Maybe. Shall we go to dinner?
Yeah.
Ah.
Let's go.
Shall we go to dinner, Mummy?
Nope, he can die. Not saving this fucker.
Okay. Tink is very happy with how this has looked out and kind of eyes Xanth a little suspiciously now that he's still staying when we have the person who's going to be murdered. But maybe someone else is going to end up murdered. We don't know.
You know what I saw.
Yeah.
So those of you
You don't know what you saw either.
Those of you who decide to go to the feast, whomst is going?
I think it's everyone.
I
Except
think Yuli would go, but Yuli would put alarm on one of the doors.
Okay.
would she tell?
Which door would
Monty
you
and
like to put it
Xanth
on?
about it?
I
Please
think
say no.
if we had yeah, I was gonna say, if we had talked about it earlier, she wouldn't bother mentioning it again. She would just do it, I think.
Okay, good.
Yeah, specifically would put it on which door? On the one that goes to the dorms, I think.
Okay.
Okay,
That's the direction
alright.
we're not going to be.
All right.
That's fair.
So you alarm the door to the bedrooms.
Yeah.
And you make your way to the feast. It's a grand affair, as all welcoming feasts tend to be down in the great hall of the castle that forms the main part of the Lyceum. It's much older than the rest of the university, and the giant archway of a door kind of rises up over you and has been decorated with streamers and bunting and little bits of flowers, and it's all very jolly and quite festive for this time of year. It's all decorated in like harvest colors, considering the oncoming autumn. And inside there is so much laughter and music. It's almost as though warm, happy feelings just wash over you the moment that you walk in that room. There's people dancing, there's people drinking, there's a festive number of people just talking quite tipsy in corners. There's people running around with little plates of hors d'oeuvres, stuffing them in their face because it's the first thing that they've eaten all day. Like it's that kind of atmosphere. What would you like to do here?
Tink's gonna, I mean, do his best to act like everything is normal when it absolutely is not. And probably kind of like just keep an eye out for anyone who seems like weird. Like acting,
Acting shady.
sneaking out.
Roll me a vibe check. Anybody who would like to, roll me a vibe check.
Ooh, excellent vibe check. That's a 25.
A 9.
Not worth calculating. It was a 4 on the dice. It's like a.
Oh no.
Tink, no one that you can see looks in the least bit suspicious.
Except maybe me.
Like
I'm the most suspicious person here.
Genuinely, you are the most
Don't be
suspicious person there.
Don't be
Like,
suspicious.
The most out of character thing that you can see is that several people have actually stopped and are kind of squinting at you, and they quite clearly recognize you and are wondering why you are there, because your attendance at school affairs is so rare.
I mean, he is going to be
Yuli?
like standing in a corner, like smoking a cigarette kind of thing, so it's not that out of place.
Yuli, you are convinced that the 3 teachers in the corner are up to something suspicious.
Yay. I was gonna ask, can I make a check? I think that Yuli would be because we walked into that last room and we're instantly hit with this feeling of like something happened here. We know something happened here. I think Yuli would be trying to discern if she came to this before.
Okay. Roll me history check.
Okay. 17.
You recall that Yuli had attended this, that you'd come down later on in the night after most people had already become well in their cups and most of the food was gone, and that you'd met up with people from the paper and that you'd spent most of the night on one of the little tables in the corner planning out the big news articles for tomorrow.
Okay.
I mean, Tink's just suspiciously like watching people. And I think occasionally like glancing over at Belial and then like fuck. Just like yeah.
Belial, who now looks like he has anxiety, this man is like standing off the side, he's not interacting with anything and is looking at everybody with suspicion. You've taken a perfectly good prefect and given him anxiety.
Like a chihuahua.
he'll Tink will go over there and talk to him. Just be like, dude, you can't look so. I keep it on the inside. I don't know. You're putting people off.
Are you telling me that I should tramp down on my feelings and just... That's not healthy. You know
No,
that, right?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know.
Right. I'm just a little bit jumpy since you've told me that there's obviously some sort of killer around. I hate it. Thank you.
I mean, I hate it too. So there's that, at least. I'm not happy about it. Do you think I want this? Do you think I want my first impression with you after fucking 3 years to be that I have definitely lost my mind in your absence and have created whatever this is?
No, I imagine that wouldn't be what you would want. Yuli, Yenna,
Mm.
what are you guys doing?
Yenna has raided whatever desserts are available immediately. But also has made a point to bring whatever Yuli likes back. At least what
Aw.
they think they like
Aw.
back. They're like, I'm going to figure this out. This is now a puzzle, and we're gonna get there. This is her trying for something normal because the
Aw.
last day has been not good.
Yeah.
It's like, if I can bring one person a dessert and it doesn't suck, this is good.
It's like a
That's the plan.
dating sim when you bring
That's-
people
I know.
things.
Yes, that's
She just
very
like brute
sweet.
my
forces
favorite.
it though. She's just stupid and brute forces everything. So she's
That's
got
how I
like
play
7
dating
things.
sims.
I mean, yeah, it
Um,
works.
Yeah, if you brought Yuli something, she would kind of smile. I think she would be standing kind of close to the door since she set alarm. She's sort of waiting, like if something happens, they need to get out the door quickly. So it would, yeah, I think for Yuli too, it would be like, oh, that's nice, you know. And she would take a couple bites and then she'd go, you know, it's so weird. Is like it's it's so weird because earlier, you know, when I said that you were my best friend, I wasn't meaning it, but it felt like it was true maybe.
Quest kind of like blurted it out at the same time, and that was like sort of magical. But at the same time, I was like, why did I say that? Right?
Yeah. Exactly like that. It's just, it's so weird, and this is my favorite dessert. Why would you know that?
Didn't know. That's the thing. I was just like, well, I think they like this, maybe. And so I just tried it, and then it worked. And then I'm like, okay, so that's a sign, right? Like that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Can you
Sure.
both can you both roll perception checks for me?
Sure.
This is the cutest thing, and I'm just weeping.
It is, and I am so upset to have to interrupt it.
15.
Not high. 10.
Yenna, you're still vibing with this whole, oh my god, I know, right? Like, I'm getting everything right. We've obviously been friends for a long time. I've got that sense. We must be besties.
Yeah.
Like, you're still vibing with that.
Mhm.
Yuli, you hear a soft pring, followed by footsteps that seem to click on the stone, as a man in a very brightly colored coat comes into the room.
Do I
And he
recognize?
stops for a moment. Roll me a history check.
7.
You do not recognize this person.
do I see him?
You can roll perception for me.
15.
What?
15.
You don't hear the meow, and you don't hear the clicking footsteps, but it's the motion by the doorway that catches your attention. Roll me a history check to see if you recognize this person.
Please. It's 19.
Abraxas Thrax has just entered the room, and that's where we are going to leave today's session.
I knew it. Oh, okay. Fine.
I didn't know that he left his fucking dungeon.
I know!
He doesn't!
Okay.
That's where we're going to leave it for the night. Thank you all so much for playing with me.
Yeah.
Special thanks especially to Dukes and to Danny. Thank you for joining us.
Of course.
Thank you also as well, everybody at home. Thank you for sharing in our game tonight. It's been an absolute pleasure to have you. Hopefully, we'll see you next time.
Yes.
This has been Hellions of Carnocht, and you've been watching us on Going Critical. If you have enjoyed what you have watched tonight, please consider following our Twitter. Maybe check out our Discord, it's pretty cool. And if by any chance you would like to support us, we also have a Patreon. Feel free to check it out. We post some pretty cool things up there. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.